Good evening and welcome to a new episode of your show, What's Happening. Today is Monday, the 20th, 7, 26, 20 July 26, and 5060. It barely did. The World Cup matches are ending in the United States of America, in New York and New Jersey, as you know. Yesterday was the final match between Spain and Argentina, and Spain was crowned the champion of the 2026 World Cup. The World Cup matches have ended here. The World Cup tournament has ended here. And we start with breaking news coming from the United States of America, specifically from the city where the World Cup was held. And we are talking specifically about a city or a state. In the past few hours, the authorities in New York, USA have announced the death of the third person due to a strange disease in the United States of America, specifically in New York City. According to the available information so far, and according to American media, besides the 3 people whose deaths have been confirmed, there are now 74 confirmed cases in the United States of America, specifically in New York City, and so far 59 people have also been admitted to hospitals. In New York City, and apparently this outbreak of the mysterious disease is so far confined to Manhattan's Upper East Side, with cases in Manhattan in the United States. Also, according to the information available so far, the indications suggest that this strange disease is Legionnaire's disease. Legionnaire's disease. But what is Legionnaire's disease? What do we know about it so far, its symptoms, and the ways of contracting this disease? The treatment for this disease and the cause of contracting it, especially since we're talking about cities like New York, New Jersey, and Manhattan, which had a very large number of people and tourists who came to watch the World Cup matches, and of course the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. What is Legionnaire's disease? Some also call this disease Legionnaire's disease or the Legionnaire's principle. It is an acute pneumonia caused by a bacterium called Legionella. So the bacterium is called Legionella. This outbreak was first detected in early July, as we mentioned, and so far it has been concentrated in Manhattan. That means people were present at the World Cup. Of course, we're not just talking about American citizens. Thousands, if not tens of thousands, of tourists came to the United States, to New York, New Jersey, and Manhattan to follow the World Cup matches. Before I explain the cause of the outbreak, what do we know about the disease and what is the source of the infection? Don't forget that New York, the city of New York, and other American cities experienced very sharp increases in temperatures, reaching over 40 degrees Celsius in New York in the past few days. And that's where the problem started. So far, it is believed that the main reason is the spread of this bacterium. Through the cooling towers of the central air conditioning systems in the large and famous buildings in the area, and these buildings had to operate these devices, the cooling units or cooling towers, due to the high temperatures. The record high temperatures that New York and Manhattan have experienced, of course. So the New York Health Department has already directed all contaminated buildings to start cleaning and disinfecting operations immediately. What do we know so far about how the disease is transmitted or how the infection spreads? There might be something positive so far. Specialists say thank God that this disease does not spread from person to person at all so far. But then, how does a person get infected with it? A person gets infected when they inhale mist or tiny water droplets in the air that carry the bacteria. And where did we say this air comes from? It comes from the mist of cooling towers and water-based air conditioning systems. And it has spread significantly in recent days after the record high temperatures that the United States and especially New York have experienced. What are the symptoms of this disease? First, a high fever and a significant increase in body temperature. Cough and shortness of breath. And the third symptom is muscle pain and severe headache. And one of the most common serious symptoms is nausea and cases of diarrhea. Nausea and diarrhea together, okay? Is there a cure for this disease yet? Yes, but only under certain conditions. Only if this disease is diagnosed early can antibiotics be effective, even highly effective at eliminating the bacteria. Okay, but it has been proven that the people most at risk of complications from this disease are the elderly, people over 50, those whose age is over 50 years old. Secondly, people with chronic respiratory diseases are more likely to suffer from complications that can lead to death. Thirdly, those most at risk of these complications are smokers and unfortunately also people with weak immune systems. We will definitely continue tracking the spread of this disease over the coming hours and days and its consequences in the United States of America. And we don't know, maybe in other places as well, so I'm with you. Ahmad Al-Dira, host of What's Happening. Goodbye.